To load your bobbin, you want your thread to be coming out counterclockwise. Set your bobbin down here with the tail coming out towards you. Feed it back up here, following the arrow. Down around here, just following the guide. When you get to here, it's going to automatically cut it off for you. And you feed this back in, it snaps into place. This is the hoop that comes with the machine. It's 5x7. Unscrew this to loosen it. You want to lay it down so that the flat edge is on your left and the screw is closest to you. Lay down your stabilizer, followed by the right side up of your cloth. Set the hoop back inside, like so. Go around the edges and just tug real gently to get it nice and tight. And you're going to screw this back in. It's tight. Now this flat edge, we've got 2 notches that are going to fit into these 2 knobs here when we pull this ledge back. So I'm going to feed this under the needle. Going to pull this lever back, feed those 2 notches onto it, and it clicks into place. I'm going to turn the machine on. This is going to move to test and see if it's in place correctly. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and hook in the USB cord into the machine. I've already got my computer plugged in. And I'm going to press this connectivity button. There's nothing on there. Now I'm going to go over to my computer and just drag and drop this directly. As I said before in my introduction, this machine is operating system independent. That means it works equally well with Microsoft or Windows XP, Windows Vista. My laptop that we're looking at right now currently uses Windows Vista. One thing you have to look out for with downloaded patterns is the machine doesn't always understand which color is supposed to go first. Right now it's prompting me to put in Prussian blue, but this design is a palm tree, so I know I don't want blue. The downloaded pattern came with instructions as to which color to put first and which order. But assuming I didn't have that, you can go through this on the machine and I'll show you which shape is embroidered first. Right here, the first shape is the leafy palm frond on the top, so now that's going to be green. The second shape that's embroidered is the trunk and the coconut, so I know I'm going to want a darker brown color for that. If there were more shapes, they would come after this and you could scroll through each one of them and decide which one to put on each. Now I'm going to load my spool, put it on this thing right here, put the cap on. You want your thread coming out from underneath the bottom. Then you just follow the numbers, 1, 2, 3, loop around, 4, bring it down to the bottom. When I go under 5, it's 6. I just kind of pull it tight like you would flossing your teeth and just slide it in there. I'm not going to bother trying to thread it myself. I'm just going to bring it up here to the cutter. This machine has a self-threading feature, which is so nice. Just bring this down there and it threads itself. Slap that closed, and when I bring this down, it's going to go down and the light's going to turn green, which means that we're ready to go. And press go. It's going to start out real slow. I could pause this here, and if the tail was still on the top, I could use this opportunity to cut the tail off. The tail's not on the top, so I don't need to worry about that. Now it's just going to go, and doesn't need to be worried with until it's time to change out the next color. So I'm going to take this opportunity while it's going to show you some of the things I embroidered yesterday. This is another downloaded pattern. It's a Coco Pelli. It's really nice in southwestern colors. This one over here displays the lettering function this machine can do. These letters actually came with the machine pre-programmed. You can do letters in small, medium, and large formats. This is a large. You can go in and create custom sizes. And this is one of the 6 fonts that are included with the machine. Now it's going on the palm frond. got the first 2 prongs done. 4 prongs to do. I take this opportunity to show you this one. This is an example of a pitfall watch. Yesterday I was so excited to play with my new toy that I didn't keep track of how full the bobbin was. And while it was doing the head, the white little head of the panda, the bobbin ran out, and the machine isn't intelligent enough to realize the bobbin ran out. If I'd been watching, I could have caught it in time, but I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't notice it until it had gone through several lines. So I went ahead and paused the machine, pulled out the hoop, and replaced the bobbin. So that's why the top part of the head is still done, but there's this gap between the bottom part and the top. Normally I would probably just stop the pattern and start over, but I went ahead and let it finish going so I could show why you have to be careful for that. Now when you've been sewing for a couple of years, you end up getting a really good feel for when a bobbin's about to run out. But if you're new and you're concerned, then whenever it prompts for a new color, each time you can go ahead and snap the hoop out of place and check the bobbin and see how much it has left. I was just being careless and didn't think to check. If you look at the pattern, we're coming up on finishing the green fronds. It's going to stop in a minute, slow down and stop, and prompt us to change colors. Alright. This is as simple as, so right over on the LCD screen, it shows us what it's doing next. Lift the presser foot, clip that off with some scissors, bring up here, yank it out, replace the next one. I'm going to use a dark red just so it'll show up nicely in this video. Pop that in here. Once again, threads coming on the bottom. Follow the numbers. 2, 3, 4, down here to 5, 6, 7, cut, auto thread, close, presser foot down, go. And it's going to finish that out. Now this one we're doing a solid color, I'm doing green and a dark red brown, but this is one with the same pattern that I did yesterday. This was in a variable thread color, and it just kind of highlights some of the different things that you can do with different colors of threads. The one that we're doing right now is going to come out a flat color. This has gradiated color because of the variable thread color that I put in. There's all kinds of experimentation you can do. Any color you want, you don't have to follow the pattern. I could have made the palm fronds purple and the base of the coconuts yellow. I don't think that would have looked very good, but it could have been done. Coming up on a close here. And there we go. And that one, that's a simple pattern. Took all of, what, 5 minutes? I'm going to snip that close. I'm going to say, okay, I'm finished. Back up. Yeah, back up. This button right here tells me move it out of the way. It's just easier to pull it out. Pull this out, bring up the hoop, feed it out from under, and there's our coconut tree.